How to change your oil. Tools and materials. You're going to need 5 quarts of new oil, an oil filter, an oil drain pan, a funnel, a 17mm box wrench, an oil filter wrench, a cleanup rag, and a container for the used oil. Step 1. Pull the car up onto ramps. Step 2. Chock the rear wheels to prevent the car from rolling backwards while you're under it. Step 3. You're going to want to pop, unlatch, and prop up the hood. Step 4. You're going to unscrew the upper oil fill cap. Step 5. You're going to lay an oil drain pan under the car and undo the oil drain plug. Once oil draining comes to a trickle, clean and reinsert the oil drain plug and tighten down firmly. Clean the area around the plug with a rag. Step 6. You're going to unscrew the oil filter. In this case, we had to reach up through the bottom of the car and loosen and remove the filter. Sometimes a filter wrench is needed if it's on there too tight. Be sure to keep the oil drain pan under the area at this time, as some spillage from the filter still may occur. Step 7. Now we're going to prime the new oil filter. Do this by simply pouring a little bit of oil in the new filter, sloshing it around. Then you're going to reach in, get a little bit on your finger, and run it around the O-ring of the new oil filter. Step 8. Reinstall the new filter and tighten hand tight. Do not use an oil filter wrench to tighten. Clean the area around and below the filter with a rag when done. Step 9. Now you're going to fill the motor with the proper amount of the new oil. In our case, it was 3.7 quarts. Be mindful of how much oil you're using, as it is always easier to add more oil than it is to remove oil. Step 10. Reinstall the oil fill cap. Step 11. Now we're going to check the oil. Simply remove the oil dipstick and look at the high and low margins. That's the low, and that's the high. Ideally, you want it directly between the two. Now simply just reinstall the oil dipstick and you're all done. Step 12. Simply just start the car and let it run for about 5 minutes, checking for leaks, smoke, anything out of the ordinary.